Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Virtual Business Book Club. My name is Ashley, and we're here. Happy Thursday. Um, it's been a really fast week. We already in the second week of October already. Like, where did this even come? I don't know. I just feel so far behind. I'm not keeping up with the days. Everything is turning into the next day, like a big ass, long ass week. I don't know, but we here. We are here. I will not complain. Um, I'm gonna continue to push forward, right? But I finally got the book Atomic Habits. I read the whole book yesterday. I kind of skimmed through most of it, which I do with most books. Um, but I finished it yesterday, and it's a good book. It's easy to read. It's easy to read, and it's a good book. It's a good book. It was pretty short too. The chapters weren't too long, which I love because I hate a long ass chapter. Like, especially when it's not based on like the topic, it just kind of go further and further and deeper into something else. Like, just tie this shit in and like let's go. I hate a long ass chapter. I hate it. So this is a good book, and we're just gonna do like the first two parts today, and then next week we'll do the third and fourth law. No, one, two, second and third law, and then the final Thursday of this month, 27th, we will do the fourth law and then the last chapter. So let's get it popping. I'm always tired, so I ain't gonna say it today. I'm always tired. I always wanna go lay down. And then y'all hear your boy in the back. He hype. He up tonight. Like, ain't nothing new. Okay, so Atomic Habits. So basically the author, James Clear, he starts off talking about, you know, I mean, obviously in the book he introduces like and he defines atomic and habits and things like that. But he really just saying like some of the small steps can turn into change. You don't have to change drastically. I mean, you can if you're able, but for the most part, it's really just really deciding to do something and you being really committed, honestly. And it could be small changes, small steps every day. And then those will actually turn into that change that you want to see. Um, but basically, and he was also saying like you become what you do, and so it becomes a part of you, a part of your identity. So an example that I can use is for myself. The last 2 years I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lose weight, my New Year's resolution, and then I will stop once I seen like a change and I got my results. I stopped. However, I end up gaining weight back, right? Hence the last 2 years. In the beginning of the year I would work out, mid part of the year I would stop. And so this year I say I can't keep doing the same shit, right? The definition of crazy or insane is, doing the same thing and expecting different results. Excuse me. So I've not only been going, you know, to the gym nonstop this year. I ain't gonna say nonstop. I've been going very consistently, even if something's going on, something came up. I try not to let I try not to be off of the gym too long. Like I try to make sure I'm going. Even if I take a day or two off, I'm gonna still go back. And I mean, and I'm paying my money. I'm tired of wasting money on stuff that I don't use. So it's just part of my lifestyle. It's like, okay, nope, this is what I'm doing. This is important to me. And not only do I see a change, but I'm enjoying the I am enjoying the process. It's a challenge for me, especially on those days I don't want to go. I'm like, well, let me just go get some cardio done. So, real quick, off topic. He was off school for like 5 days because of fall break. Where the fuck that is? We didn't have that growing up. And so, like, he been in school last couple of days, and he been hype as hell. Usually, I would think like, okay, he's tired. But no, he been hype. He hype right now. It's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. Anywho, back to the book, right? We have 5 minutes. Hopefully, this don't be long, right? So, and then that's another thing that he talked about. The author, he was just saying like, a lot of times when we're taking on something new, we're just goal oriented. We just want to see the outcome, right? We just want to see the results. And a lot of times we don't pay attention to the actual process, or the journey that's taking place. That's really where we get the wisdom and the knowledge from, that can help us for a lifetime. Is through that process, through that journey. And so that's definitely something, again, that I have been focusing on, is the journey, the process, the grit, as far as getting up after I get him together and going to the gym, making sure I'm putting my health at the top of my list, because now it's a priority to me, right? So, and so it's a question that he was asking, like, who do you want to become? And this is interesting to me. It's funny to me because in one of my other businesses where I did a planner, this was on one of my templates. It was, who do you want to be? Now, who am I? Who am I? Who do I want to be? Who do I need to be? Right? Because it's the difference between needs and your wants. And so I was like, that's really true. Like, who do you want to become? What traits and what attributes do you want to have in order to be the person that you want to be? And so if we start there, then we can actually start incorporating, small steps and small changes to turn something to a habit. All right. What did I learn? You come for a recurring problem. Okay, so my fault, because how I write, sometimes I write notes like I'm in school, and my notes ain't meant to be read by no one else, and it's not meant for me to teach or to spread it. And so sometimes I'd be like, dang, how can I word this in a way that you all can grab it? All right, and then my handwriting is horrible. So basically, habits are learned. You come upon recurring problem, you try and solve it, and once solved, it's stored in your brain. And now, since all of that has gone on in your head, now whenever that problem comes back up again, you're able to solve it, right? So, and again, these are my notes. It's whatever. Building habits in the present that allows you to do more what you want in the future, right? So we think about a college student, right? Learning, going through, school, learning how to multitask, being social. But you have to be careful too as a young adult, because you want to make sure that when you leave college, like, you want to get a reality check. And so you want to make sure you have good habits, or you're practicing good habits. So again, once you leave college, you can kind of maintain your life in a certain way. Because I know for me, I had bad habits going into college. I talked about this last week. Procrastination, lazy. I partied all the time. Shall have fun. And that shit caught up with me. For real. It caught up with me. And even just living on my own, I'm just like, damn, like I gotta do things a certain way now. And honestly, these habits, some of the habits that I did get is because I didn't want to be back at, eviction, almost having eviction notice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things that will put you in a place that's not necessarily fun, but it's like, it's either this or it's the bottom, you know? So what I say, building habits in the present, it might be hard, it might be rough right now, but if I manage and I discipline myself now, in the future, this won't be a problem any again. Okay. And so the author said, before we make new habits, we have to fix our old ineffective bad habits. You have to bring the unconscious to the forefront. So a lot of times we have some bad habits that sit in our unconscious state, and we don't even recognize that we have these bad habits. Excuse me. So we have to be aware of the things that we do, the things that we say, things that we don't do, so that we can correct ourselves. We can be, held accountable and learn how to fix it. And then the author goes on to say, I'm sorry. He says how to create a habit. You have to be clear. You have to be intentional. Like where are the habits going to happen? Like example, I'm gonna put this in the chat, not for the Clubhouse though. He said, hold on. I will behavior at time and location, right? So basically, I will wash dishes at 8 p.m. in kitchen or in grandma's house, in grandma's kitchen, in Graham's kitchen, right? So being intentional. And he was also saying, dang, I lost my train of thought. Writing this down, saying it out loud is very helpful as well, because now it's in your head. Now you can hear yourself say it. So that's one of the examples that he gave out. And then he said, once you get the habit down, ooh, the what? Oh, damn. The some effect. Oh, Diderot effect. So it's habit stacking. And so he was saying that, so if and when you get this habit down, then you can try to add you can stack another habit onto that, right? But again, I would say do that once you have that first habit ready. So basically one habit leads to another. So I will wash dishes at 8 p.m. in Graham's kitchen. I will sweep them out the floors at 8 p.m. in Graham's kitchen. I will take out the trash every Friday in Graham's house. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to like build upon each other. And so first law of behavior change, make it obvious. So okay. So redesign your environment. So for instance, if you're gonna clean Graham's kitchen, you need to make sure what the soap is there. Make sure the broom and the dustpan is visible, right? Make sure you can see it. Um, the trash can. What can make you say, okay, dang, I forgot to take out this trash? Like redesign your environment so that one thing can lead to another, so where it's automatic, right? Like almost like an assembly line. Like if I do this, I see this, and then I see this, and then I go back in the house and go upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So try to do it like that. Um, and also within these laws of like behavior change, he gives you a positive and he gives you a negative. And so the negative, to make it obvious, is make it invisible. Um, let me see what I do. So make certain bad habits invisible. So what would be a distraction in Graham's kitchen? A TV. For me, a TV anywhere is a distraction. Like I'm going, well, I love TV. I know people like, oh, they ain't what millionaires do. They ain't how they got there. I get it, but like I like TV. I love a good movie. Like Don't Rain on My Parade. So for me, um, don't have a TV on, or don't have a TV in the kitchen at all. Um, what else can distract you, like in the kitchen, from doing what you gotta do? Again, not having a broom and a dustpan there. And again, not having your environment set up in a way which can trigger you to do those things. Oh, excuse me. Or again, don't have. Well, I just said it. Don't have a TV nowhere. Anywho, so that's basically the first two chapters in this book. Mm-mm. No, we not. We're not doing that. Remove. We're not doing that, sir. Or ma'am. Robot. Some awesome sex fine pro. Remove it. Remove it. Remove it. Remove it. All right. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a good book, and I know I didn't explain it like to the best of my ability. I'm just going through my notes. However, let me. That's some bullshit. Go, man, go. You ain't got no clothes on. Go over there, sit down. You got clothes on, but you know. I did change the front room around. I like it. It's open, and so most of the grandkids, yeah, all the grandkids, we all got plants for my Graham's funeral, and so I got a plant, and like this is like a new thing for me to be, taking care of a plant. But she's growing. Her name is Gigi, and she is growing, and she is healthy. And like the space, I enjoy it. Even Titus enjoys it. So we all enjoy it. Um, but so basically, let's do a recap. Start off small. Start off with small habits, and then once you get those down and become disciplined to those habits, then you can start adding on other habits that kind of align with that first initial habit. Um, and then two, make those habits obvious, right? Make them obvious, redesign your environment. And then two, in order for you to not take on bad habits, make it invisible, hide your distractions. It's not going to be easy, but it does take discipline. And discipline in and of itself is tough. It's not easy, but ain't nothing really easy in life. If it's something that we want to do, something that we want to attain, we have to kind of push ourselves regardless of what's going on in order to be that, in order to do that, in order to achieve that. But also, as part of this recap, we have to enjoy the process. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be pretty. It ain't going to be beautiful. You might get some scars and all that. But hey, I don't know what you said either. But we have to ride out that process. Like, we have to enjoy it. We have to look at it for what it is. And always self-reflect. Always like, dang, I did all of that and I'm here now. And now I can actually be proud. However, we have to understand, just because you see a result, just because you produce something, doesn't mean that that's the end. Now that's phase one. Now you have to continue to build upon that. Continue to build, because life is for living, and we all going to go through changes. We all grow. We outgrow certain situations, and it's just a part of life, basically. That one chapter in the book down, a lot more to go. So, mm-mm-mm. That's all I got for y'all tonight. I will see y'all next week. And y'all, I'm about to really try and push out some content that's not just, based on book club, my clubhouse. Um, so I have to change my thought process. I have to change how I look at things. Instead of me, looking down on posting and content and social media, I have to change my thought process and be like, you know what? I do not mind social media. I can post to social media. I can create content for social media. I can edit these videos for social media. I have to change my thought process about this, but I really do want to push out content. When I say I got content, I got stuff to say. Like, I got stuff I want to push out there, and I really have a goal to reach into, grow my channel. It's been going. Even my Instagram has been going, but I really want to, push out more, do more, be more consistent. I just feel like a lot of times I don't be having a whole lot to say. Um, but I've always felt like that. And then I can go deeper, but I ain't. But yeah, I'm here. We here. I'm gonna see y'all next week. Like I say, we're gonna do the second and third law of the book. Again, make sure you all download Libby app and the Overdrive and the Hoopla. These are free apps that you can connect to your local libraries, and you all can download these books and um, join in and read. And it ain't even always got to be about business. I'm gonna kind of restructure some things for next year to kind of be on and off. Because like think like a monk was a good little a cool little book to kind of just chill and read in the midst of all of the business books. Oh, okay, thank you. So yeah, but I have to push myself to make this content. I just feel like I need like a, I need like a good week to kind of push to like what was that batch create all of this material and edit. That's my biggest thing is editing. So But I'm gonna try to get it out to y'all because, like I said, I want to reach my goal by the end of this year. It's already mid-October, so I gotta get on a good foot and keep it moving. So again, read the second law and the third law for next week, and I will see y'all next week. Lord's will. Y'all have a great night. Have a great weekend, and y'all be safe out there. Peace.